let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. What is up, everybody? What is up, everybody? It's your boy CLE, man. We out here for another day of that, another fantasy show, man. I wanted to say another day of that gaming because I'm so used to it. Another fantasy show, ladies and gentlemen. Another fantasy show out here today. We're about to get it going. We've got special guest Roflo is calling a playoff game today. So unfortunately, he is not going to be here. But we have a special guest today. We're bringing on Chronic Fan with us, man. You guys might recognize him if you guys are over from the Facebook side. Chronic Fan with us. Gonna come in here and kind of help us talk some fantasy football for a little bit. If you guys have anybody in the current game, you know, hopefully you're getting some stuff done. We wanted to wait until halftime started to start the show, so that's what we're doing here today. Kevin, what's good, man? Let's get it started, everybody. Let's get it going. Yo, 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 what is up, Chronic Fan?
What up? What up? How are we doing?
Good, good, good. All right, boys. So, we got Chronic Fan in the building with us again. Roflo is calling some playoff games, so he is unfortunately not going to be available today. Should be back next week, though, so normal show should be back next week. But Chronic Fan is going to do a great job. I already know it. How's your day going, man?
Doing good, man. We're doing good. Going good.
I love it. I love it. I love to hear it. And let's make
great,
sure
man.
let's make sure everybody can hear him. Here we go. Boom.
Appreciate you having me on, man.
Oh, it's no worries. No worries at all. No worries at all. So, anyways, what we're gonna do today, boys, is we're gonna talk a little football. We got some stuff here you guys can see on the rundown. So we'll start it off with just how fantasy football is looking right now, some storylines and that sort of thing. Essentially, if anybody's watching the game right now, Bills were getting held to pretty much nothing until the end of the half there, where Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, of course, the two people I'm playing this week in fantasy, yay, you know, they go for a touchdown. Whoever 32 is on the Jags looked like he had cement in his cleats because that man didn't move. He just got absolutely toasted. Like, I don't even know. He was burnt like a biscuit, man. Holy. But hey, exactly. But what have you thought of fantasy so far? Anything that you think should be brought up, or as far as attention for storylines right now?
Just probably Jonathan Taylor right now.
Yes.
His, new contract. Is he going to be playing, you know, his full reps, or is he going to be, you know, on a pitch count, if you want to say?
I like that. I like that. I think that's key to watch too. He doesn't really have anything underneath him, so I think, and we were talking about this a little bit too. I think he's going to play, obviously, but I just don't think he's going to get the bulk for this first game. He hasn't really been doing too much work beforehand, so might not have the legs underneath him.
If he is your number one, I would definitely probably start him, at least at your flex.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, he's definitely worthy of a start. Just don't get disappointed if he doesn't go for 100 yards and a touchdown. You know what I mean? You know,
right.
Might be a little bit limited.
Maybe a flex, you know, because then you got your two other guys that are probably, you know, your backups for sure that are going to get your points.
100%, 100%. I agree. All right, boys. So we've got a segment here called Worried or Whatever. Worried or Whatever. So essentially what this is going to be is we're going to bring up some guys and we're going to say, hey, are we worried about them? Or is it kind of a whatever thing? And we'll start off with Chronic. He's got one in mind that I think, you know, is a good little play here. Let's see.
Right now we got Patty Mahomes, and for me, I am not worried about him. Yes, he has not put up the numbers that you normally see in fantasy, but you know he will have one of those 5 touchdown games. It's coming.
I like that.
Someone you do not have to worry about.
I like that. I like that a lot. I've got, and so he's got him in the whatever category, not worried about him at all, which I honestly, if you're anybody, I think you're going to agree with that. Patty Mahomes is going to start putting up some fantasy numbers that people are used to here eventually. So, yeah, Puka's a dog, Captain.
Oh, Puka, yeah.
Puka's a dog. Puka's a dog. And actually, that's a great one to have on here for worried or whatever. I actually have that as a whatever still. And I know that Cooper Kupp is coming back, but I think that he has shown his value to the point where I think that he is going to be featured as well as Cooper, and to get a little bit of pressure off of Cooper, and to take a couple of those looks away from him, You know that Cooper is going to be double teamed by some teams, so yeah, it's going to be one of those things where I still think he does his thing. What do you think, Chronic?
Yeah, I think so. Matthew Stafford will still get the ball to both of them. I mean, obviously Cooper Kupp is his boy, but still Puka's proven that he can be trusted. So he's got double weapons now. He's got 2 weapons he can count on.
Yeah, I agree. I think with those two, and then you've got Tyler Higbee and Kyron Williams back there who has emerged this year. I mean, I think that they've shown that they've got the offensive weapons. They're top 10 in offense this year. So, I think that the ball is going to get spread around plenty enough there still where Puka's going to make a big difference for them still.
Especially when they're throwing 50 times.
I mean,
thrown around.
Stafford throws that thing, that's for sure. All right, so that's for sure. Another one that we've got here. Oh, well, we got some questions coming in. Everybody, we will answer some questions here shortly. I promise you guys. You guys see we've got lineup questions and everything down there, so we will answer some questions here shortly. Don't think that I'm not seeing these. Okay, don't think that I'm not seeing these. Another one that I have is Tony Pollard, and it's kind of for the same reason that Chronic was talking about with Patrick Mahomes. I drafted Tony Pollard, and I know a lot of people did, thinking that he was going to have one of just those crazy years, like one of those like CMC type of years that he's having right now. It's one of those things where they're not using him in the red zone as much as I would like, but they're going to start playing some teams, especially San Francisco tonight, Sunday night. They're going to start playing some teams where they're not going to be able to afford to take Tony Pollard out of the game that much. So I think it's going to be one of those things where this is a whatever. I think Tony Pollard is going to start putting up some crazy numbers here soon. I just think that it's one of those things where they're trying to keep his load a little bit lighter, but it's going to get to the point in the season where they're going to have to win these games and they're going to have to keep him in for longer stretches. What do you think, Chronic?
Definitely, I agree with that because they're going to need him here shortly because they can't rely on Dak throwing 40 times.
No,
especially against the 49ers coming up, they can't because Dak's going to throw some picks.
Yeah, there's just no way that we can that can be the only person that's relied on. It's got to be Pollard in there too. So I agree with that. So another thing that we're going to be looking at then is matchups to watch today, chat. Matchups to watch today. This is a good one. Essentially what we're really doing here is we're looking for some players that maybe necessarily, maybe you would start automatically, but they have a bad matchup. Or maybe you've got a guy who might be a fringe guy, but he's playing a team that, is one of the worst against that position. So these are matchups that could be good for you this week. We're not saying long term, we're just saying this week. Chronic, you got anything going there, man?
Oh yeah, we definitely got a doozy. We got Tua versus the Giants D. I'm sorry, the Giants D is
Giants fans in shambles right now.
Just like the fucking Denver Broncos. I'm telling you right now, if you have anybody on the Dolphins, start them today. I mean, everybody. Start them today. They might even put up 100 today.
I love it. I love it. I love it. The Dolphins are going crazy, and they just added Chase Claypool weirdly. So that's I don't know if he's going to do anything, but
you might see him with 2 touchdowns.
They might throw him in to do something, a jet sweep or so. I don't know, man. So we'll see. But no, I agree. Tua could have a crazy day again against those Giants who unfortunately just have not looked the way a lot of Giants fans were hoping this year. Daniel Jones, the multi-million-dollar quarterback, is now we'll see. I'm hearing a lot of offensive line rumblings too, so we'll see what happens to the Giants for the rest of this season. What I've got is actually one today that I think is going to surprise some people, but it's actually Matthew Stafford against the Eagles. And the reason for that is, if you guys actually look as far as fantasy purposes are concerned, the Eagles have actually given up a ton of points to guys like Mac Jones. Sam Howell looked great. Kirk Cousins had almost 400 yards against them. So it's one of those things where this is, again, a top 10 offense where you've got a guy in Matthew Stafford who's going to want to throw the ball 35 plus times a game. So it's one of those things where I think this is actually a really good matchup for them. They get Cooper back. Again, we were just talking about this. They've got pretty much 4 playmakers now that they can go to. One in the backfield, and then 3 receiving and blocking. So I think that's a really good matchup today to be looking for 100%.
Especially if they're giving up that much. You gotta play them.
That's what I'm saying. One to avoid. I'm gonna say this. One to avoid, I think, and somebody asked about Miles Sanders earlier. I think Miles Sanders is one to avoid today. They like the Lions are actually like pretty good on run defense. I think they're giving up like under 4 yards a carry to running backs. I mean, they're honestly pretty good on defense. And I don't know if the Panthers are going to be providing much of a threat. Obviously, it's been known that they're out there looking for a wide receiver one. They're shopping for a wide receiver one right now. So they know their passing game needs help. Defenses are going to know that. They're going to be focusing a lot on this run game and trying to get pressure either way. If it's going against Bryce Young, in a pass rush or trying to get, run pressure, they're going to be hitting gaps. They're going to be looking in the backfield. I don't think Miles Sanders has a big day today, and I think that's a matchup that you might want to avoid today. What do you think, Chronic?
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with you on that. Plus the Panthers are not even like they have no weapons on the outside, so he's going to be their main focus on the defense for the other team.
Yeah, 100%. Is it true Jamar Chase is requesting a trade? I don't think it is.
I think that's false.
Yeah, I think that's fake.
I really do. That's his boy that he's with.
They love each other. Yeah, I think everything will be fine. I don't think everything is fine right now in Cincinnati, but I think everything will be fine in Cincinnati at some point here.
Of course, nobody loves losing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who does? Nobody does.
Nobody likes losing.
Come on. So imagine losing in freaking real football.
Oh, I would say I raged yesterday with first loss of man. I was
Hey, rough times yesterday.
No, but we got that last though. We got a couple.
Yeah,
listen,
we ended on a high
me and
note.
Chronic gonna get this suit. I already told him we're getting our get back, so it's all good. If you guys watched the stream yesterday, you're a true legend, and we appreciate you. All right, let's get to some lineup questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
let's
I got one real quick for you.
Oh, for the matchups.
Don't start, real quick, bad one. Don't start Kirk against Kansas City D. They've been locking up a lot of people.
Love it. I like that. Look at that. My man came with 2 on short notice, man. That's dedication right there, chat. That's how you know he takes the fantasy game seriously, and we appreciate that. Let's go. Kirk Cousins, he says, avoid that matchup today, and we're going to see. We're going to see if he's right. We love to see it. All right, let's take some fantasy questions today from the chat. Let's see some first one. We've already talked about Cup. Riz coming in with his 19 month of support. Yo, Riz, appreciate that. First off, 19 months of support over here. That badge is looking real saucy. Do you think Tua will throw 2 or more touchdowns today? Yes. What do you think, Chronic? I mean, Chronic
yes,
already,
definitely.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm saying he could probably do 5+ today.
Yeah, I think Tua throws 2 or more for sure. Trip, my man Trip says, so Puka or Nico Collins at wide receiver 2 today. See, that's tough because Nico has been going crazy. CJ Stroud actually looks like legit. So I don't know. Yeah, let's look at, we're going to have to actually, I forgot to do that anyway. So let me go, hold on. Let me get the matchups here because we're going to have to do our pick 'em today. A lot of bye weeks this week though. If you actually look at the schedule for week 5 itself, there's not a lot of games. I think there's 4 o'clock games. I think there's 7 1 o'clock. Yeah, there's not a lot of games today. Especially with the Jags Bills going on right now. All right, so we got the Texans playing the Falcons. Yeah, I don't know. Jesse Bates out there. I mean, they've got a decent secondary because AJ Terrell is probably going to be on him with Jesse Bates out there. Ooh, that's probably one of those tough matchups where I could see like Nico could always go off just because like they've been playing that well. But I think you take Puka in this situation. Like I said, I think that Eagles Rams game is going to be high scoring. What do you think, Chronic?
Yeah, I mean you can. Honestly, I think you're a win-win situation because the Falcons defense does give up yards in the air. So I think you're okay on either pick. You'll be all right.
I like it. Give me 1 second, Chad. I'm just going to lower the volume on this. Okay. All right. So we are back. Okay. I like that. Okay, will DJ Moore have over 15 touchdown receptions this season, says Riz. I don't know about that. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot.
I think his most was 7. So
yeah, I mean 15 is a lot. I would definitely take the hard under on that.
Yeah, definitely under.
All right, let's see. Trashman JP asking, Dell, Mim, or Dobbs to start today? You can only start one.
Yeah.
I'll let you answer that first. I know who I'm going with.
I'll probably go with Dobbs.
Yep, and that's who I would go with. They're playing the Raiders. Raiders, they don't have a great secondary. Dobbs has had 18 or more points in fantasy in 3 of the 4 weeks for me. So it's one of those things where Dobbs is like a consistent like 15+ guy essentially right now, especially with the connection him and Jordan Love have. I really think Dobbs is the play. I'm actually starting him this week as well. So Timmy says, so I'm going to pickle in the flex. Lazard, Raymond from the Lions, or Cooks from Dallas. Ooh.
Cooks hasn't. He does come in randomly out of nowhere. So
yeah,
it's rough to start him. And then with Raymond, he has started coming on lately. So I mean that could be a very good choice. And Lazard, I don't know because you got what's his face still, and who knows if he's gonna have a good game. So I would really probably go with Raymond.
Yeah, I'm going. Man, we're on the same page today, chat, because I'm going Raymond too, and it's partly because of the injuries that the Dolphins have or that the Lions have at receiver as well. It's one of those things where it's kind of they like Raymond. They have injuries right now anyway, so he is going to get to play and show some stuff today. So yeah, I would go Raymond 100%. Should I start Matt Breida over Miles Sanders? Is Barkley not playing again?
It's questionable, so I mean, I would watch till game time. But even if Barkley comes back, I'd still go with Breida.
Well, he's saying over Miles Sanders. That's
Sanders,
tough. That's tough because I don't know, man. I
mean, the defense for Miami's pretty tough too. But.
That's a tough one, man. I'm not going to lie to you. Breida over Sanders. I would say Breida if Barkley's not starting. If Barkley's not playing, I'll say Breida. If not, I think you have to go Sanders just for the simple fact that I know it's a bad matchup, and I said that earlier, but at least he's going to get a chance. Like, he's going to get carries to at least try to do something. Whereas if Barkley's starting, Breida's not going to get anything really unless he gets hurt again, which hopefully, I don't wish that on anybody because I like watching Barkley play. He's a great backs. I need him back. No, I love watching great players play, and he's a great guy to watch. All right, would you play Taylor or Moss for the Colts? That is a tough question. That's what we were talking about earlier actually. I think Zach Moss still gets play today. I think that he actually gets like either at least splitting, like at minimum, or he gets the majority still. And the only reason I'm saying that is because Taylor hasn't been doing anything for the last 4 weeks essentially. So it's one of those things where I don't know if he's going to have the legs underneath him to just play that much of the game as far as that's concerned. Like he's coming back pretty quickly as far as being announced off of the PUP list. So I think if you have Jonathan Taylor, you start him just because it's Jonathan Taylor. But it's one of those things where don't be surprised if Moss is equal with him in carries and Taylor doesn't go for that 100+ yards and a touchdown. That's probably not going to happen today. And the Titans run defense is pretty good.
Start Taylor in your flex, and then you don't have to worry about like if he doesn't get you 15 points or something. Yeah,
I could see that, and I like that. I could see that play there because I know a lot of people took Taylor to be that number one before that everything was announced too. So, C.J. Stroud with more than 1.5 touchdowns this season. What?
He's asking maybe this game. I would say over this game.
Yeah, I would say over. I think, like I said, I think the Falcons have a good defense, but the Texans are surprising people right now.
He's throwing the rock, and he hasn't thrown a pick. Granted, if he even throws a pick, I still think he throws 2 touchdowns today.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you heard it. You heard it, chat. Trashman JP saying Laporta or Kittle. That's actually tough because Kittle has not done anything. I'm going to be honest. Kittle has really not done anything this year.
They're playing the Cowboys, so they're tough on. I'd play them today because tight ends are very. They get a lot. Cowboys don't guard tight ends very well.
Yeah, I would say that at some point Kittle's going to have to come out and play a game. I think the Cowboys are going to be fully focused on CMC. I think that's going to be their number one target today. So with that being said, that should open up some stuff for players like Ayuk and Kittle to hopefully, have a game tonight. So, I would go Kittle this week, but if he doesn't produce in the next week or two, man, you really got to think about finding somebody else to play a tight end almost.
Let's see if somebody would trade him.
Yeah, that's true too. Good trade bait. Good trade bait. Do you think Darnell Washington will have a good game since Pat Freiermuth is out? I don't trust the Steelers' offense at all. A lot because of Matt Canada.
Don't start their tight ends.
So yeah, I'm not trusting anything that has to do with the Steelers' offense right now. C.J. Stroud or Josh Dobbs?
C.J. Stroud.
I think that's closer than people think because the Cardinals are playing the Bengals, and it's at home. Man, that's tough. That's tough.
I'm just going with the hot hand.
Yeah, no, I mean, CJ is going to be a good pick. I might go Dobbs just for the simple fact, for fantasy purposes, that the Bengals defense isn't great, and Dobbs has that running ability that we've already seen so far where he might rush a touchdown in. You know what I mean? So I don't think you're going to go wrong with either of them because I think Dobbs has kind of proven a little bit that he can play a little bit, man. That's for sure. Should I cut Miles Sanders? I don't think you cut Miles Sanders. No. This is another thing you guys got to think about too. You've got to have players that are going to play at the end of the year when some of the other teams that already have playoff spots are locked in. That's what a lot of people don't think about, is that in the playoffs, you could have the best team in the league through the regular season. But if those guys are on teams that are going to start resting guys, you could be screwed in the semifinals in the championship game. So it's one of those things where you've really got to keep guys that are going to be on teams that are going to still be playing at the end of the year. Barkley's out. Yeah, then you probably start Breida, I think. I would think you start Breida if Barkley's out. Next week, I have Taylor, Eckler, Mixon, Kamara. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you better trade one for some help somewhere else.
For real.
That's all I got to say. I'm not even going to give you an answer on that. You better trade somebody.
Trash Man's comment.
James Conner or Najee Harris, start one. Stroud or Burrow? Stroud or Burrow, start one. I'm going Conner because I don't believe in Najee Harris at all. Yep, see? He's going Conner too. And then Stroud or Burrow?
Burrow's been getting beat up. I got to go with Stroud. For some reason, Stroud's actually standing upright.
Hey, the Cardinals played the Niners pretty well for a while last week too. They've been playing pretty decent. Listen, I'm going to go with Burrow just because there's just got to be a week where they don't suck. So, and if it's going to be against anybody, the Cardinals still aren't like a great, like they've played well, but they're still not like a great team or anything. Yeah, so we'll see. I'll go Burrow. I'll go Burrow, but that's tough because Stroud, I think.
I will go Stroud.
I think Stroud's the safer pick. I'll say that. I think Stroud is for sure the safer pick. Killer Fee, I'm mostly just talking in general, not for fantasy. I'm a Steelers fan. I wouldn't pick their offense for nothing right now. Oh no, you're good. You're good, man. You're good. All right, any more questions, Chad? If not, we're gonna go to the pick'ems here. We're gonna go to the pick'ems.
I have a question.
What? Oh, no, Great Dane, get out of here. We're in the middle of a show.
You're in the middle of a show.
Hold on, buddy.
I just heard that you guys are in session.
Sorry about that.
Hold on. We'll be right back, Great Dane. All right, Chad. Sorry, we had to mute him real quick. All right. Any more questions, chat? Let's see if you guys got any more fantasy questions. Let us know. This has been good. Chronic's been valuable in this. He's been giving some good opinions today, man. We love to see it.
Appreciate it.
We love to see it, man. That's awesome. Any more questions? If not, we'll keep track of this too. That way, Chronic can have some bragging rights over me if he gets a better pick'em this week than I do. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see. Let me open my notes here. Pick'em week 5, baby. Pick'em week 5. All right. We got one more question, it looks like, so we'll get that going. All right. Trip says Adam Thielen or Nico Collins. I'm going Collins. Even though he's playing the Falcons, I'm still going Collins. I just don't trust the Panthers passing game right now. They've made it clear they want a wide receiver one. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. All right, chat. We're gonna go ahead and go to the pick'em here. So I'm gonna go through them with Chronic, and then I'll go through them myself. So Chronic, first game here: Saints against the Patriots. Patriots at home.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say finally the Patriots get their dub.
All right.
It's been a couple weeks.
I like that. I like
They haven't
that.
been looking that good. The Saints don't play the great on the road. So I'm gonna have to say Mac Jones actually has, I'd probably say 250, 2 touchdowns, and they get that dub.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I'll go through these as well, Chad. Don't worry. So we're gonna go Titans, Colts. Colts at home with JT coming back, homecoming.
Let's go Colts.
He's gonna go Colts at
home. No matter
home.
what, they're going to. Even when JT gets out there, the crowd's gonna be pumped up. The guys are gonna be pumped up that they got their guy back. And hey, who knows? I mean, for all we know, fantasy, dude. I put Montgomery on the bench, and he had 31 carries the night he came back. So for all we know, that's why I said play him on your flex. So if he does happen to fucking have 32 carries, you can thank me later. So
I like it. I like it.
You know, that's what I think. Colts at home. I think 27-20.
All right, Ravens, Steelers at home.
Oh, I'm taking Ravens. Ravens are gonna go in there and punch them in the mouth and call them their fucking little boys. You know what I'm saying?
I like that he kept it PG there. I like that he kept it PG there.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? Like little giants, man. That's what I'm talking
dude.
about.
If you haven't seen the Little Giants movie, it's an old '90s movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Panthers, Lions.
They're just gonna go in there and bully the shit out of them.
Panthers, Lions.
Panthers, Lions gonna go in there and take care of business. As much as I hate to say it, they're in my division. I am a Bears fan, obviously, but they're I don't hate them as much as the Packers. So yeah, they go in there and take care of business.
I'll take that. Texans, Falcons.
Let's go. As much as I'm gonna go with my boy Great Dane and his team with a close one at home. I'm going to say Koo gives me my freaking points finally, and he wins a game winner 31-28.
Okay. He's going to go Falcons. I like it. Giants, Dolphins. We know who he's going with on this.
100.
We didn't have to ask that.
To put 100 points on the team.
We didn't have to ask that. So pretty much what he's saying is to place if you want to place a bet, place it on the over of that game.
Yes, and say first team to hit 100. Just a fucking $5 bet.
Just a $5 bet.
Because if they put 70 on the Broncos, the Giants can't even tackle. So just imagine that.
We'll see. We'll see. And they just lost to the Bills last week, so they're probably looking for some blood.
Definitely.
Bengals, Cardinals.
Is it Bengals are at home, correct?
No, Cardinals are at home. It's in Arizona.
I think Bengals can push. They fight, like you said. I'm gonna go with you with Joe Burrow. I know as Joe Burrow finally gets his offensive line, give him enough time, and the Bengals win 28-24.
I like that. See, we're listening to each other. Eagles, Rams.
Eagles, Rams.
This is a good game. This is gonna be a really good game.
Yeah, this is gonna be a very good game. I want to go with an upset. I'm gonna go with the Rams because finally the Eagles fucking get their foot caught in their mouth by not being able to stop their tight ends. You know what I'm saying? And they're locked down their back end of because their front seven is great.
Yeah,
but I feel like their back secondary is still not on the same page. So I feel like the Rams can take advantage of that, and they could pull out a dub. I'd say 30-26.
Okay, he's giving the scores out here too. You gotta respect it. We got Jets, Broncos next.
Jets, Broncos. Oh, dude, this is Zach Wilson can actually have a 3-touchdown game, maybe more, because the Broncos are terrible.
Yeah,
and the defense of the Jets are really, really good. I feel like the Broncos are just going to be suffocated. So
I like that.
I think Zach Wilson can definitely get his 3 touchdowns. He's probably going to throw a pick because he is a gunslinger. So I could see him throw, they get 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, maybe 250, something like that. Because, dude, if Justin Fields could throw for 300 and look amazing, I think Zach Wilson can do the same thing.
I like that. I
would say 35. He's going to put up some points because I feel like, the Jets are going to be out there, going to be headhunting. 35-20 Jets.
35-20, and we love to hear it. All right, Chiefs, Vikings.
Chiefs Vikings. We're gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna go Chiefs by. Yeah. Let's do. They're gonna actually come out today. 30-21.
30-21. Okay. Vikings.
Yeah,
Vikings are at home. Cowboys 49ers.
Cowboys 49ers. This is the game everybody wants to see and hear talk about. Everybody's waiting for this game. I'm gonna say 49ers take them to the woodshed, bro. The Cowboys are not what everybody thinks they are. Okay, the 49ers will show you that they're the fucking cream of the crop of the NFC.
That's
the Cowboys are just bluffing, bro.
Chronic is saying that the 49ers are making the statement tonight that the NFC runs through them. Okay.
Yes,
and then the last game tomorrow, Packers, Raiders.
Oh, man. I got to go Raiders.
Raiders.
The Raiders. Max Crosby goes off 4 sacks, and the Raiders somehow squeak out a win 2017.
I like it. I like it. All right. All right. Let me go through mine then, chat. Let me go through mine. Let me see what we got here. Okay, so we got Saints, Patriots. I'm definitely going Patriots. We got Titans, Colts. I'm going to go Titans. I'm going to go the Tizzy Titans. They have a good run defense, and I think that's going to be a big deal for the Colts. Ravens, Steelers. I'm going to go Steelers just for the simple fact that I just need the Steelers to win because I think it's going to be the Browns and the Ravens for this division. So we'll go with that. Panthers, Lions. We're going to go Lions. Texans, Falcons. I'm going to go Texans. I'm going to go Texans. We're going to go against Great Dane, all right? Because I got to bet with him, all right? Yeah. Texans winning by 2 tutties.
Yeah.
Giants, Dolphins. I am also on the Dolphins bandwagon on this one. I think they blow out the Giants. Bengals, Cardinals. I'm also going Bengals because like I said, I got faith that Burrow and the offense get it started this week. I do think that if they are going to win the game, it's going to be high scoring. So I do think that could be a high scoring game. Eagles, Rams. Oh man, I'm gonna go Rams at home. It's only because they're at home. Jets, Broncos. I will go the opposite way here. I'm gonna go Broncos. I don't think the Broncos are good by any means. I don't think the Jets are good by any means. So at this point, I mean the Jets defense is good, but they're on the field so much a lot of times because of Zach Wilson that it could just turn into one of those things where they just get tired. So we'll see. Chiefs, Vikings. I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm gonna go Vikings because they're at home. I don't think their defense is particularly good or anything like that. I just think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and I think Kirk Cousins gets it done for once because it's not a primetime game. So, Cowboys, 49ers. Cowboys, 49ers. I'm going to... The Cowboys should have their full offensive line this week. I'm gonna go Cowboys just to go against Chronic to have some stuff. I think the 49ers probably end up winning this game, but I'll say the Cowboys could surprise. They are supposed to have their full offensive line back, so I do think Pollard does some stuff tonight. I just don't. It's crazy. I trust Brock Purdy more than Dak at this point. Packers and Raiders. I'm also gonna go with the Raiders. They need a win. Josh Jacobs and Devontae Adams have made it clear they are not happy with all the losing. They need to win. I'm pretty sure Jimmy G is back, so I'm pretty sure he's starting from what Adam Schefter said yesterday. So I think, I'm going to go with the Raiders as well. So those are the pick'ems. We'll look at it at the end of the week, and then I will let you guys know if Chronic got us for this week or not on the pick'ems. So that's going to be pretty much it for us here over at the Fantasy Show,
everybody.
guys. I forgot to shake
you having me on
to the last ones, but that's all of them. See, look at that, boom, that's all of them right there. I'm a terrible host, but Roflo's back next week to take over the duties again. But Hey, from both of us over here, man, from me and Chronic, from Chronic and myself, we appreciate you guys coming through. We hope some of you guys. We hope you win your fantasy week. I hope I win my fantasy week as well. Yeah, Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, stop doing this. Chronic, you got anything to say to the people before we head off?
Good luck and enjoy your Sunday, man. I hope everybody wins. Not everybody can, but when you guys do, man, enjoy it.
Yes, sir. You know what? That's great words to go off of right there. Not everybody can win, but when you do, enjoy it. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, everybody. Well, from Chronic and myself, your boy CLE, you know what it is. We appreciate you. We love you. And until next Sunday, be good, be safe, have a great one. Let's all enjoy some football, everybody. Peace out, man. Later, you guys.